this is Samuel once again from Sony Tech. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be creating this simple login page using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so before we begin, I'll be leaving a link in the description down below to my GitHub for you guys to be able to download the image and the source code used for this tutorial. I've created this simple folder here on my desktop. It has the image you're going to be using inside. I'm going to open this in Visual Studio Code. So let's get rid of this and this as well. So before we start, I'm going to create two files, one an index.html file and a style.css file. Okay, so then I'm going to generate my HTML boilerplate by simply pressing the exclamation key and hitting enter. So let's get rid of this and name it login page. Okay, so now let's link our CSS. You can do this by typing link :CSS and enter. So now let's open this in Live Server. Okay, so our Live Server is open and it's empty. So to start, let's see what we have in our final work first. So we have this login section. We're going to create this. Oops, sorry. Okay, so before we start, we're going to be creating our mother div known as login-box. And inside this div, I'm going to create one h1. Also, I'm going to be creating another div which will host the input fields, that is the form itself, so with the name text box. So inside this text box div, I'm going to be creating two input fields, as I said earlier, one for the username section and one for the password section. So input with a type of text and give it some placeholder username, and I'll leave it that way. I'm going to copy this and duplicate it, paste it here, and change the type to password, and change the placeholder also to password. Okay, so let's see what we have in our output. Okay, so with our final work, you see we have this submit button here. So outside this div, I want to create another input field with a type button and give it a class btn. Okay, I'll give it a value of submit. It's just like a placeholder. Submit. Let me just make this capital. Yes. Okay. So let's see. Okay. I think we're almost done with our HTML section. Okay, so now let's start with our little paragraph here. The forgot password and the create new account. Oops, sorry. Okay. So you can create that, create a p tag, inside the p tag an a tag. This link will lead to nowhere, so we can do forgot password. Yeah, voila. Okay, let's see what we have as our output. Okay, it's working nice. And let's see, we create another one for that side. I want to use a span. Okay, so a p tag and an a tag. This link leading to nowhere. We do create new account. Voila. Let's see. Okay, I think we're done with our HTML section now, so let's move to our CSS. So with our CSS, we're going to do copy the body, and we'll do a default margin 0, give it a padding, padding 0, and we'll do font family sans serif, and we'll give it a background. You see, in our output, our background is an image. We're going to do background, and we say URL, and we say bg.jpg. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, the images are appearing, but it looks basabi. Okay, so we can do no repeat. No repeat. Let's see. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Okay, so we want to make this image, we want to reduce the opacity of the image, so we can do this by introducing linear gradients. We do RGBA, we do 0, 0, 0, and 0.4. Okay, I think I can copy this and do another one, and a comma here as well. Let's see if it works. Okay, you see the opacity has reduced a bit. I hope you got that right. Inside the linear gradient bracket, I placed 2 RGBs with the same components. Okay, so we can reduce it. We can do background size, and we leave that to cover. Okay, let's see. Okay, see, it looks nice. Okay, so next we can copy our class login box and style it. So dot and paste, and we can give it a width of 280 pixels, and give it some position absolute. We can give it a top 50%. Actually, want to position this at the center. That's why I'm doing all this. 50%, and transform, translate, negative 50%, comma, negative 50%. Okay, let me increase the font width to 400 pixels. Okay, it works nice. Okay, so now we can then select our H1 and style it. So with the H1, we can give it a border button of 5px solid, and this color code hashtag FF6734, and give it a width of 32%. Actually, I've done this project already, so you can play around with this and style it your own way. Give it a margin button of 40 pixels, and give it some padding of 13px, padding of 13px0. Yeah, so let's see what we have as our output. Okay, yeah. You see, it looks nice. Let's see our final work itself. Okay, so back to Visual Studio. So then we can now continue to style our input field. Okay, so to do this, you're going to select input. Input. Let me select the type, text, type, text. You can now apply the CSS. With the text, you can give it a width of 100%. You give it some padding of 10px. Give it some margin bottom. Margin button of 10px. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's working. And we can give it an overflow of hidden. Overflow hidden. We can also give it some border button of 1px solid, and this color code ff. Okay, so let me explain something here. I'm trying to get rid of the borders at the top, the borders at the side, and leave it to this color code just as we have here. Yeah, you see? Okay, you will see what we have. Okay, so you can give it an outline of none and some background, none, so that it takes the background of the image. And you can also do border top of none. You can do border left, of none as well. You can do border right, of none. You can do, okay, so let's see if it works. Voila, it works. Okay, so we can give it a font size of 16px and then do float. Wait, let's see what we have. Okay, so you want to float it to the left, move it to the left, so you can do float left. Okay, so we're going to style the password section as well. We're just going to copy this, copy, and we paste it here, and we just change this to password. Oh, bye. Okay, so we password. So we can you're just going to change the margin button to 20, and you can get rid of the float left if you want. So let's see. Okay, it works nice. Okay, so next we're going to style the input button. So input button, that is this input button. So we have input, oops, sorry, .btn. Let me bring this bit up. With the input button, you can give it a width of 30%. You can play around with these figures. Give it a border radius of 30px and give it some border. Border of 1px solid and this color code #ff. Okay, so give it a background of none and give it a font size of 15px. Change the cursor to pointer. Okay, and give it some padding. Let's see what we have. Okay, so you can give it some padding of 5%, 5 pixels, sorry, and give it a font weight of 500. And okay, let's see. It looks nice. Okay, so we can do apply some serial elements like a hoover. So copy this, paste column hoover. Okay, so with the hoover I'm going to do transform, translate. We want to move it up. Let's start having our final work. When I hoover, it moves up and the color changes to white. We're going to apply that here. Just a simple code. So translate y. That's moving up. And we do -10 px. Okay. And give it a color. Oh, sorry. Hashtag FFF. Or you can just type white. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, it works, but we have to add some transition. You see, it looks better. So we can put the transition here up. And do transition. Maybe 0.5 seconds. Okay. So let's see if that works. Okay, it looks nice. Okay. Let me increase the font size here a bit. So font size, we make it 16 px. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're almost done with our work. So now we are supposed to start our A tag. That is our text, the forgot password. Oh. So select our A. You can give it a font size of 14 px and some text decoration of none. You set it to none to remove the underline from it. Okay, so there's no underline. Oh, the forgot looks small. Let me make it capital. Forgot where you. Okay, so F. Okay, so text decoration none. Then give it a font family of cursive. I really like this font, cursive. And can do float left. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, it looks nice. Okay, so next we're going to style our class with the name button. Okay, button. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, button. It's supposed to be a class here. Sorry, class button. Yeah, sorry. So I'm going to select, do a dot button. I'm going to start this. I'm going to do margin left of 34 px. Change the cursor to pointer and give it some font size of 34 px and change the color to blue. Okay, so let's see what we have as our output. The video is getting too long. Oh, sorry. Oh, let's make it 16. Sorry about that. Oops, sorry. Okay, sorry. No, 13. Let's see. Sorry about that. Okay, it works perfectly. Okay, so next, our JavaScript section. So with the JavaScript, below the body tag, the ending body tag, we're going to do script. We're going to do an inline JavaScript. And you can call this function. With this function validate. Oh, sorry. Function validate. Okay, I want to say that We're going to call this function validate such that when we click on the submit button it's going to alert something to the user. So we can create the function here on the button. So we say on click validate. That's the name of the function. So on click validate. Okay. So we start with our JavaScript. So we set two variables, say var, then the name, username, equal to, you say document dot get element by ID, username. Okay, and I say I'm going to get the value. I'm going to duplicate this and change this to password, and change this to password as well, to password. Okay, but before that, you have to set an ID at the username section. So you can do ID username, and for password we give it an ID of password. Nice. Okay, so I want to write to an if statement. I want to say if the username is equal to admin. Okay, let's make it Sunny Tech. And we say and say password. That's the end operator. So password is equal to 1, 2, 3. I want to alert what happened to my typing skills? I want to alert login successful and email login successful. Just that. Okay. I'm going to return semicolon, sorry. I'm going to return false to the console. It basically means that return 0, just like in C++, like return false, meaning there's no error in the compilation. Else alert. Login field, contact Sunny Tech for authentication. I hope that I got that right. Authentication. Okay, so let's see. We're going to bring this. Let me grab this whole thing and put it inside the function. Copy. Let me do it again. Sorry. So I'm going to cut this and put it here. Let's see if it works. Okay, so for JavaScript, we set Sunny Tech and password 1, 2, 3. Let me see. To submit. Voila, it works. So let's try it again. A wrong ID, let's say Sam, and the wrong password. I see 245. Let's see, submit. Login field. It works. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. and check out the description, the link to my website, that is Sony Tech, and also the link to my GitHub for you guys to be able to download my videos. Bye.